Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening! This main menu music is a little loud. Down, down, better, better, better. Good, good. Is that right? It's very low down the bar, I realized, but looking at my meters it looked about right. That's okay. Cool. Right, welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. I got slightly interrupted while prepping that. You probably heard the dings if you watched the VOD, I guess. Yeah, like Windows, as I was writing tweets and things, suddenly it was like, hey, we found a virus on your computer. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, what happened? What have I clicked on now? And then when I clicked on it, it was like, there are no viruses on your computer. I'm like, okay, well, make your mind up. So I'm going to assume everything's fine, and if my PC explodes, you'll know why. But first, we must go to space! Wait! Oh no! Hang on, I've got multiple game saves. Hang on, I loaded the wrong game save. I was Salon. I spent a little bit of time one evening earlier this week playing a second game. Mostly just to see if I could save Tammy's life, and it turned out I could. And now I really need to go back through the VOD from the previous one and see if I just missed the decision or if it didn't give me the decision. Because I don't think it was particularly subtle the second time around. It was like, you had a vision in which Tammy died, and then in the next scene, Tammy's about to go touch the thing that explodes, and you go, no, and tackle her to the ground, and then she survives. Because you have that option, because you can see it coming, because you got this precognition thingy that you do. I don't remember having the tackle her to the ground option the first time. Also, somebody somewhere tell me if there is audio on the stream. YouTube is saying there's no audio. I don't know if that's true. OBS suggests there is audio. I think it's fine. YouTube is weird sometimes. I don't know. Salon. Bam. Yeah, we'll load that one. That's where we were. End of year 1. Start of year 2. Very unhappy, very stressed. You're too stressed and need to take a month off. You cannot do anything but relax. So I guess we'll do that. Ooh! Wait. Go back. They added a thing! I don't remember that being there. Huh, no. I don't know. The thing that said Strato Colony? What was that about? That wasn't there before. Is that an update? They added titles to things? I don't know, because it's not on anything else at all. No. Okay, fine. Hey, Pops. Hey, you're looking a little worn up, my little firefly. Your dad greets you, looking concerned. You know, despite what your mom might say, there is such a thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R over in the lounge would help recharge those solar cells? What do you say? I'll sleep when I'm dead. Maybe I just need a hug. Yeah, throws his arms wide. Well, get in here, Tiger Butter. After a long hug, you do feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. Hey, -5 stress. So that just pushes it down just enough to allow me to do one more month's worth of stuff before I burn out again. Cool, excellent. Now, why don't more management, like, operate that kind of style? Well, boss, I can't physically function anymore. Here, have a hug. Alright, I guess I'll do a bit more work. Alright, fine. Tangent is standing still with her face held up to the sky, letting blue snowflakes land on her cheeks. They melt almost immediately. She doesn't move as you approach. After a minute, she winces and rubs her eyes. It stings, she says, because it's made of acid. Acid snow? Tang nods. Professor Hell says it isn't harmful, and is an important part of the natural cycle here. It freezes at 12 degrees Celsius and turns into tiny crystals that are so heavy they fall from the clouds. You can see them under a microscope. Ooh, warm winter. Snow at 12 degrees. Ooh. Funky climate. She sticks her tongue out and lets some of the flakes fall on it. It tastes kind of sour, but sweet, she observes. Fascinating. Tang pulls out a sample jar out of her coat. We know what it's made of, but our understanding is incomplete, she says, and places the jar on an outcropping of rocks. The big mushrooms changed in shape and colour before the snow began to fall. I wonder, is there some sort of signal that precedes the changing of the seasons? What happens if I expose samples of dust, samples collected in dust season to snow from quiet season? A small, excited smile creeps across Tang's face. There's so much to learn about this planet. I can't wait. Ooh, right, okay, we are now 11, and we should probably look at figuring out what we want to do in life. Nobody else interested in talking? Hey, what's going on? Oh, so boring here. Fine. You're boring. Only boring people get bored. There's nothing to find, is there? There's nothing. That's a plant. Yo! Anemone has her mouth wide open to the sky, catching flakes of the weird snow that drifts in the sky. Tangy, she giggles. Get it? Tangy? Like tangent? That's what we used to call it. Do you remember? I am not strong enough to train. Disarguing with someone in expeditions. He hates being trapped. Yeah, well, get strong or brave. Both good. I am 20 reasoning. Oh, that means I actually could study. Yeah. Okay, cool. Tang furrows her brow at you as you approach. You again? She says, why do you keep pestering me? It's not as though you've done anything to impress upon me your usefulness. After your blank look, Tang rolls her eyes. What I mean is, we're not friends. Oh, I thought we were. Okay, well, do you want to study together? You and Tangent sync your hollow palms and play a game together where you race to assemble chemical compounds using a simple programming language. Tangent is a whiz at it and breezes through the levels, barely breaking a sweat. Hooked on your hollow palm. Oh, I had a chance to get that earlier. Now I got it. Cool. You can tell she's hiding a smile when she looks over your shoulder to help you with a particularly tricky algorithm. Yeah, who says we're not friends? And we need 40. Okay, so it looks as though like each one of those interactions with people is just like a one-off, one and done, and then you like unlock the next level up of it that you then need like higher skills to do. So I'm looking to become a biologist of some description, however that might play out in this particular run. So I need more than 7 biology to do that. It's going to be my life sciences. All of these improve relationship with Tangent, which is good. Reasoning would be good if I really want to just pursue that Tangent sort of relationship path, whatever that might be. But there we go, let's do that. That's good for everything. You're bringing supplies to Medbay when you see something unusual. Tangent curled up on a bench, her head pillowed on a rolled-up lab coat. She's fast asleep. You stop and stare. You never see Tang sleeping. She's always so busy. You're surprised she even has time to nap. You turn to leave her in peace when you bump into Anemone. Whoa! Anemone says. She hardly ever sleeps. Like, just a couple of hours a night. Is she sick or something? Learned Tangent augment. Interesting. You look back at Tangent snoozing peacefully. I'm so jealous of her genetic enhancement, Anemone says, rubbing one of the scales sprouting on her jawline. She hardly needs to sleep at all. She's probably stayed all night studying for this morning's history test. There was a test? Me, I flunked it, Anemone says matter-of-factly. No biggie though. If I didn't have to sleep, I'd probably play games instead of studying anyway. Tang's hollow palm beeps a soft alarm. She sits up and stretches, looking totally refreshed and alert, and sees you watching her and looks annoyed. Just a power nap, she says. No reason to gawk. Get to work. Studying biologies. As you get older, challenges can have conditions. The challenge suits social, mental, physical, determines what conditions can appear and which decks will work best. Try to collect social yellow cards if you want to win battles for social skills. Empathy, persuasion, creativity, bravery. Okay, I thought there was going to be more to that. Right, I have a shiny crystal that lets me redraw my hand. +2. And draw a card. Okay, cool. Right, I need to score 15 with a hand of garbage. Cool. One slot will turn cards mental blue. Right. Unchangeable? Ooh, unchangeable. Fine. +1 skill on strength challenge win. Well, it's not a strength challenge. Blue. 1, 0, 1, 2. Does that not count as a... Come on, that count. Why is it so weird about when it counts as a straight and when it doesn't? 0, 1, 2 counts as a straight. Does it have to be in ascending order? Can you not have a descending straight? Oof. I do not have the stress left to push through. This is unideal. Right, what we got? What are my options here? I could put a +2. Not that I really need to pass this, but I would really like to not screw it up. Could just redraw the hand. It is a garbage old hand. That's a little better. Okay. Because that means we can do a 0, 1, 2, 3, and then I could have a pair of blues at the end, conceivably. 0, 1, 2, 3. Bam! That's a little better. Straight of 3, straight of 4 in fact, 3 of a kind, and a pair. Yes. Good. Yeah, win. Cool. So much has happened in the last month since the monster attack during Glow. The idea of this planet as a peaceful utopia has been shattered. Security squads are training new members and keeping close watch on the gates now. They're reinforcing the walls and even installing a few robotic turrets. In class you have drills on what to do if the colony is attacked again. In the excitement, you forgot today was your birthday. Your parents haven't forgotten. They wake you up early with enthusiastic shouts of "Surprise!" The Tumnan year is only a little longer than a year on Earth, so you've taken up its calendar for birthdays. Yours is in the second month of quiet. Spark snow drifts slowly past your portal window as you snuggle with your dad. Your mom climbs up too and sits on the edge of your bed. Your dad pulls a bowl of fruit from behind his back with a flourish, like a magic trick. At least you think it's fruit. What are those? Bobber fruit, your dad grins. The foragers have been picking these just outside the walls. They might look funny, but they're tasty. Try one. It's usable. +1 to a card and change it to mental. Cool. You take a cautious bite. The pulp is soft and tastes a bit like lemon, only more blue? I bet you can't wait to join the surveyors out there, your dad says wistfully. Who knows what else you'll find. Selene is not allowed outside the gates, your mom interrupts, her voice sharp. It's too dangerous for kids. Well, I know, but eventually, your dad says. Your mom cuts him off again. But not now, your mom replies. Not since the attack. Not with everything we know is out there now. You knew about the monsters, admit it. Your parents exchange a heavy look. The surveyors knew there was something dangerous out there we hadn't encountered yet, your mom admits after a guilty silence. But we didn't know it would attack the colony. We thought if we closed the gates and stayed inside, it wouldn't see us as a threat. We didn't want to scare everyone, your dad adds. It was just a precaution. Even still, your mom says, it's clear that everyone should know how to defend themselves if it happens again. To be clear, this includes knowing when to run away, your dad adds. Security Chief Rhett's offering self-defense lessons at the garrison, you know. Even for kids, if you're interested. You should drop in sometime. Ooh, defense training. That'll be good. Your mom gives you a stern look. And I've heard stories of kids sneaking outside the walls, she says grimly. If I catch you doing that, I'm going to put a chip in your ear. You laugh. What a good joke. Your mom doesn't laugh. It's probably not that dangerous. Not that you would ever do it, but if other kids are out there, how bad could it be? This argument does not win you any favors with your mother. Right. It's my birthday. I should take it off. My birthday month. Wait, hang on. Oh, my stress. Oh yeah, my stress is absolutely maxed out. Unless somebody wants to give me a hug? Anybody? Can I get a stress-relieving hug? Cal is scrubbing his hands at the water barrel, trying unsuccessfully to get the dirt out from under his fingernails. It looks like a lost cause. Cal's hands have been dirt stained probably since he landed here. Stupid! Cal mutters, stupid! Ah! Jerks his hand out the water and holds him to his face. You hear him sob. Why did they have to? It's not fair. We didn't do anything to them. He wipes his eyes and startles when he sees you. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. I was just, washing my hands. We don't get to know what that's about. Oh, he's talking about the attack. Ooh, tell her what you learned today. I'm not organized enough to tell her what I learned today. Yo. I don't know if I know enough about animals. You're not interested, are you? I didn't see anything. What was he doing? Placing large rocks in front of a piece of corrugated metal leaning against the wall. He went out. Nemini rolls a boba fruit down her arm and flicks it to you with her elbow, then munches down on one of her own while she watches the construction crews work on the walls. Yeah, give her the boba fruit. Ooh, we learned a thing about a person. Where is it? Tangent. Yeah, her augment is reduced sleep. There we go. You again? Why do you keep pestering me? We're not friends. Fine. Fine. We sleep. We sleep now. You nestle in the cushions, close your eyes and listen to the music. You have an archive of over 100 years of music to choose from, but still, you wonder what new songs they're writing these days, 10 million light years away on Earth. The only new music you've heard is when the adults have come up with a new space shanty. Yes, space shanties! I want space shanties. It's nice, good music for harmonizing with your friends as you work, but it's not something you want in your ears all the time. Speak for yourself. You took the month off. Would I like to forget a 0 or a 1? Yeah, I'll forget the 0. Right. Refreshed, reinvigorated, plus 10% chance to get a bonus +1 when increasing skills. Good. Let's do the old defense thing, I guess, then. See what that's about. Play sports ball or defense training. Gives me 2 combat, 1 animals, 1 friendship with anemone, and some stress. 1 animals. Oh, I guess we're defending ourselves from animals, so... Oh, combat though. I was thinking toughness or perception. Because that would let me go outside. If we do the sports ball, that's 2 bravery, 1 toughness. My bravery is 0, not useful. But the toughness is good. All the gophering did toughness as well, didn't it? If I can get to actually, wait, is it 10 or 20 toughness I need to go outside? I'm tough. It is 20 I need, yeah. Okay, fine. Deliver supplies is organizing and perception. Yeah, okay, so I guess sports ball is the only way forward on the toughness. No, it's going to look like a real colony. I want to train to... no. You don't do toughness. You do toughness. Right, sports ball. Sports ball is not as stressful, huh? Nemini meets you on the court. She's bouncing from one leg to the other in excitement. My brother's Com is organizing the youth team, she tells you. Kombucha offers you a high five and greeting, then tosses a sports ball your way. Let's start with the practice game, see what you're good at. You and Nemini are team captains. Pick your team. Com will fill in to even up the teams, but he promises to go easy on the other side. I choose... Just go straight for kombucha. Cal, sure. Mind if I play goalie? He asks. Sports ball is fun, but I don't really like to score against the other team. Nemini chooses kombucha, of course. They bump fists. Your next choice. Mars. I'll play Spiker. Mars runs to take the position. Seems like she's in it for the glory. Hopefully she'll want to share some of that with the rest of the team. You face off 3-on-3. Toughness challenge. Well, oh no, it's a 3-3-fer thing. A 3-round jobby. Right. +1 if it has the highest value. Only 13 so it's only 13 per round. We'll see how well we can do that. Right. Oh, that card gets a +1. Okay, interesting. Ooh, hang on. So that would be a 2, and a 2, and a 2. That's 13. That's good. That's actually not bad for 3 cards. That's very good for 3 cards. Yeah, 3 flush and 3 of a kind. Perfect. Good. Then that card gets a +1. Don't know. 0, 2, 2, 0. Ew, that's worth less than the last round. Can we do better than that? That one, I guess, doesn't do anything if you put it there. Yep, unchangeable. That's not a good one. I don't like the unchangeable. I mean, if I'm going to use a +1, I should use it to turn it into a straight or a pair. I don't know how I can most effectively use that. I'd love to go 0, 1, 2, 3, but that's going to change because it's the highest value. So the best I can really make is 0, 1, 2. Zero, 1, 2. Still worth 12. Yeah. Fine. I'll see if we can get a 14 out of this round. 0, 1, 1, 3. Hey! Cool. Oh, you get 6 for a flush of 4. Sweet. Hey! +1 from Eagle Eyes 1. Nice. Oh, wait. I didn't get... Oh, what? I needed 17 to get, like, 3 stars. Yikes. Carl makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest. The score is tied with an Ooh, what do we got? Gained memory of playing sports ball. Sets neighbors to 1. Interesting. +5 kudos. Get paid for winning. Woo! Score is tied with Anemone and Con putting pressure on, then blam! You score the match point with a rad spike all the way from the net line. You worked well this month. +1 bravery. 2 more bravery, 1 toughness, 10 stress, friendship. Good. I feel like that was a productive sesh. What are we up to? Toughness 15, perception 16. Just keep playing sports ball till I'm tough enough to go outside. Have a wander around. Hey-oh. You meet your dad adjusting a watering pot in your mom's flower garden. He's having a sneezing fit, his eyes runny and red. You're alarmed. You've never seen him look sick before. People were hardly ever ill on the stratospheric, except sometimes when the zero-G rooms made them queasy. Not to worry, my little beanstalk, he says nasally. I'll be fine. It's just this pollen making my head a little stuffy. He wipes his nose with a handkerchief and looks around. Everywhere you turn, the air is soupy and tinged with pink from all the floating pollen. On Earth, your dad tells you, we used to call this hay fever. Even though it had nothing to do with hay, your mom cuts in, carrying a large bouquet of flowers. The native flowers seem to be in full bloom at this time of year. She buries her nose deep in them, and they smell fantastic. Your dad smiles kindly and agrees that they sure are beautiful, and he blows his nose loudly. I thought this happened before, but also I played the first year of the game twice now, so maybe it happened on my second playthrough. I will sniff them tentatively. They do smell good, and they look harmless. Your dad's eyes look so sad, but that's maybe just the allergies. Hey, Salon. I know the last few weeks have been very hard for you. This might be a good time to relax and stick around in the quarters wing. Nah, it's fine. Did that last month. Or the month before, anyway. Ooh, stick, stick, stick! Yo! You don't care about me. It's a little annoying, actually. Yo! Nemone holds her palms up to you excitedly. Salon, look! Her palms are covered in a collection of scrapes and blue flaky scales. I'm getting tougher every day! I guess her thing is she's like a lizard person? Let's get some of that toughness. Sports, 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 sports. You run into Cal and Nemone on the hill behind the garrison at a small construction site. They seem to be throwing logs? There are a bunch of them lying at the bottom of the hill. It's a caber toss, Nemone shouts to you, then grunts with the effort of lifting a 6-meter-long mush tree pole. She throws it like a javelin down the hill and sprints after it. My best record! She shouts and ties a piece of caution tape to the end of the pole. Your turn next, Cal says, pointing to the neatly stacked pile of construction poles beside you. From the looks of the nearby construction, they're probably destined to be a new lookout tower someday. Choose I'm not that tough. An Avadron. Salon has made a fine pole selection, Cal narrates in a haughty voice, and has lifted it onto their shoulder. Next, they will approach the sprinting line and begin their run, tossing the caber before they reach the throwing line. Oh, it's a 3-parter. Card becomes physical, red. Ah, cool. Cool. In which case, hi. Boop. And, set neighbors to this value. Oh no! Set neighbors to this value is bad. Ugh. Do not want. I actually do not want that one here. If I had some zeros to drag up with it, it would be okay, but I could just go 1. Oh crap. 2. It's not a 3. It's not a. It's not actually a 3. Crap. It's a 9 total. I need to make 38. It's a little easier than the last one, actually, challenge-wise. But, yikes, also. I feel like it's wasting the potential of that, but I would also... Ugh. This is really annoying, actually. Because I don't want to change it to the same value. Really. Oh, what if I made it unchangeable? Oh, then it wouldn't be red. Interesting. This is not a good collection of cards for me right now, actually. I thought it was okay, but it is not. The only way I can actually have that not hinder me is either not to play it or put that there. In which case, what's the point? I literally haven't changed it. Nothing has changed. This is deeply frustrating. I want to put one of the bigger cards in the middle to make it red. But then, in order to get a flush of 3, I've got to put that into play. Draw a card, change a card, +2 to a card. honestly don't know. 1, 2, 2? It's still only an 8. Those are bad, but I could then use this to change the neighbor's values, which might help. So we put the 1 there, change that 0 to a 1, change that to 0 to a 1, and then that's a garbage card that I want rid of. Can just become a nice 4, I suppose. Doesn't really benefit anything else, but it's 4 points isn't bad. And these look bad. These look pretty. These look really pretty bad. There's not a single red here. Oof. That's also going to trip me up because it's going to have any flushes I might try to make is going to get broken by that. 0, 1, 0, 1. Put that there, and I could put 2 on it, and that would make it a... Yeah, because if I made that a 2, it would be a 0, 1, 2, 3. That makes it a 15. Ugh! Wait, did I have another mushroom log? +1 and change to blue. Would make that into a 2. Should be enough, and then the pair would also actually be... Okay, fine. I'm gonna do it. 17. Woo! Yeah, 3 stars. All it cost me was all of my stuff. Kudos and toughness. Pole sails down the hill past all the other poles, coming to rest sticking out of the ground. Wow, you beat my best distance, Anemone says when she jogs back up. Players can't beat each other in Mushwood Toss, Cal corrects her. They can only beat their own high scores. But you get 2, no 3 bonus points if it sticks out of the ground like that. You play for the rest of the afternoon, adding rules and variations as you go. You don't stop until the entire stack of poles are in a jumble at the bottom of the hill and decorated festively with caution tape. It's a wonder you got away with this. That wasn't sports ball at all. Wait, hang on. Digging got my toughness up quite a bit, didn't it? Shovel dirt. 3 tough. Ooh, 3 tough. I should have been doing that. Friendship with Cal, kudos, and stress. Sure. You join Cal a particularly fragrant pile of compost. He's using his hoverboard as a wheelbarrow, carefully pushing compost off it into a pile. Don't you just love this? Cal asks excitedly. Your hoverboard? Yeah, it's cool. No, he laughs. I mean, just this. He waves his arms, dirt encrusted up to the elbows to take in the entire greenhouse. You get to help plant stuff and watch it grow, even if we're just moving dirt around. We're still helping. Why do you like it so much? Well, he considers. I like digging holes in dirt, because it's so full of surprises down there. I found a worm. Wait, let me see if I can find her again. He sticks his hand into the compost and rummages around, his tongue sticking out of his mouth. I guess she got away, he says after a minute. She was real shiny, like a rainbow. Wait, I just thought of a thing I like better. He shows you his splayed hand. Getting dirt under my fingernails. He laughs. I don't know why, but it's the best. Right. I really need rid of some of these zeros. Unless I were to 0, 1, 2, 3 would be pretty good. That's already red. +1 on. Yeah, and that's a pair. Adds a little bit more on. Hey, cool. Okay, that wasn't so bad actually. +5 toughness from winning a challenge, and Eagle Eyes 1. Extra kudos from getting a good score. Yeah. You're finishing breakfast in the common area when Marzipan struts in. Wait, Mars is short for Marzipan? I didn't. Have I not picked up on this up till this point? Do The game title, I'm sure she's always been referred to as Mars. I don't remember her ever being called Marzipan. Look at you eating cereal, she says, turning her nose up at you. Bet you even don't know what day it is today. Your birthday? No, you dummy, she exclaims, swatting your shoulder. My birthday's in the first month of wet season. You better remember that. Yeah, we know her birthday. Today, she announces to him, is St. Valentine's Day. Des and Cal wander over to hear more. Back on Earth, Mars explains, it was a day when everybody had to give their best friend a gift, especially sweets. And then you put the sweets under your pillow, and it makes you dream about who you're going to marry. And there are decorations of hearts and arrows and pigs. Cal laughs. Pigs? We don't even have pigs here. Before Mars can answer, Dis snorts. This is dumb. Marzipan just made it up to get free candy. He rolls his eyes and walks away. As he leaves, Mars shouts at his back. Well, nobody was going to pick you anyway. You stink. Valentine's Day sounds like fun. Cal nods, clapping his hands excitedly. I'm going to tell the other kids about it, Mars says. So you go around and find your best friend and give them a gift. She points her finger at you. Make sure you do it by the end of the day or it doesn't count. If too many people want to be my best friend, she adds, I'll hold tryouts for the position. It's only fair. She tosses her hair over her shoulder and laughs. I don't think I've got any sweets to give anyone. Is the shop open yet? Can I buy some shop stuff? No? I'm pretty sure what do I have to give? Yeah, I can give people a log or roots. Not really up to standard for a Valentine's Day gift. Who do we want to date? Or begin attempting to date. I like Tangent, she's smart. Tangent is waving her hands vigorously in the air. She's playing a study game on a holopalm where you have to match falling numbers into correct equations. She barely notices you come up. Logically, we should be friends. I have reasoning. Hey, want to be best friends? On second thought. She shrugs and goes back to her game. Watch with him. I need empathy. Yeah, okay. On second thoughts. I'm guessing like, all of them must have like a good option if you have the right stats. Or just like, you want to be friends? Nemi's kicking a sports ball from foot to foot without letting it touch the ground. She fakes like she's going to pass it to you, then kicks it sideways and runs over to catch it before you can get there. Too slow, she giggles. Do you really want to be BFFs with this silly girl? Oh, second thought. Cal is standing on top of a bluff, carefully pouring a bucket of water down the dirt on one side. He's covered in mud. Hey, check out my mudslide, he exclaims, grabs a piece of sheet metal and slides down the dirt pile like he's riding a surfboard. Mud goes everywhere. He jogs back up and hands you the sheet of metal. You try now. Is this dating thing? Or is this just a thing that he's doing? Okay. You make it down without bailing, but get mud splashed all over your legs. It is pretty fun, though. Like a hoverboard, but crunchier. I think I'm done for now. Okay, you can come back whenever and use the mudslide. I don't mind, I'll be here. Mars has been clearly waiting for someone to come ask her to be their BFF, but she's trying to play it cool, looking expectant and nonchalant at the same time. She's tapping her foot while kind of idly looking around at nothing. Wait, what are her pronouns? The one thing that's like, I mentioned this to Al the other day, is like, I kind of have this weird, like, since getting into gender, as it were, like, I have a kind of sixth sense for things, and, like, stuff that people probably would just, like, not even notice. I'm just like, wait, hang on. They talked about their BFF, but she's trying to play it cool. Interesting. She could use she, they pronouns, but I think the game specifically says she uses she, her pronouns. She, her. I don't think the game sort of, like, is complex enough to allow mixed pronouns. She's having a football convoy, looking around, nothing. We're not that good. Miles looks totally hurt for a second, then says, I'm booked anyway, no more room for friends, goodbye. I think logically we should be friends. You lay out the reasoning, strength in numbers, deal-making as the foundation for human society, and so on. Tang pauses the game and her eyes focus on you. Best friends? That sounds so childish, but I suppose us smart kids should stick together. It will make Mars stop asking me if I've chosen a best friend yet. She goes back to her game. I accept your proposal. Yay! Cool. Now what? Mars in a huff. Because you didn't pick her for Valentine's Day? Seems like nobody picked her. Oh. She crosses her arms and scowls at you. You chose Tang over me? She doesn't even like people. What are you gonna do? Be study buddies? Boring. Whatever. Mars mutters, tossing air. I'm just too mature for kids my age. The older kids get me, even if you don't. I think we chose correctly. Alright. Do I need to give her a gift? Or was that the entirety of the event? Because I still... I don't know. I have something for you. Maybe she would like medicinal roots. There's a plant. She could study it. She might like that. Yeah, have a thing. It's not sweets. This is interesting, is all Tang says, taking the roots and turning them over in her hands. Her lip curls in distaste at the dirt that still clings to them. No, really, she protests when she sees the look on your face. I'm going to analyze these roots, see if they have any useful properties. They might be medicinal. She turns to walk away, then remembers herself. Thank you, she adds almost as an afterthought. Yay! I thought she might actually appreciate that. It's science plants. Cool. Alright, I need to do a thing for the day. My thing is... where are we at? Oh, we're past 20 toughness. Perfect. Right, we can go outside. I'm tough enough. Well, so you are, Uncle Tonin replies, his voice heavy as he looks at you with pride. You're growing up, aren't you? He nods and pats you on the shoulder, and you know he's thinking of Tammy. Listen, he tells you. I can see that you're a tough cookie. I'd love to have you on my surveyor team in the future. But you'll have to wait a few more years first. Come see me when you're older, okay, kiddo? Dejected, you drag your feet as you walk back through the gates to safety. Psst! What's that? You look around questioningly. Psst! It's Dis. He's hiding behind some bushes? It's so typical. He puts a finger to his lips and motions for you to follow him. Sure, you figure. Why not? He leads you silently along the walls towards the garrison, then crouches down in the bushes between the sports ball field and the security pavilion to fiddle with something. Suddenly, he's gone. What? You check to make sure nobody else noticed, then scuttle over to where you last saw him. Behind some popflower bushes, there's a drainage pipe in the wall big enough to crawl through. A heavy grate keeps animals out, but it's loose. You could slide it aside to get through. You could sneak out. If the adults won't let you visit the Valley of Vertigo or the subaqueous swamps or the other cool places surveyors get to go, well, you could sneak through here to explore just outside the colony walls. If Dis does it, how dangerous could it be? Okay. Sneak out through the drain pipe. 2 bravery, 1 perception, and Dis friendship. Yeah, new thing. Let's do the new thing. Achievement unlocked. What's out there? You slipped through the drain pipe and out of the colony before anyone saw you. Anyone, that is, except for a dark form watching you from the trees nearby. Could that be... is that Dis? He turns and disappears into the jungle. Now you're sure of it. That was definitely Dis. He's not allowed outside the colony either. Ooh. Will we get spotted if I shout his name? Wait, you stop yourself. You shouldn't yell too loudly because Uncle Tonin or Utopia might hear you. What if it wasn't him? Ignore him. That's just Dis being Dis. He's probably solo LARPing in the woods like a dweeb. Maybe you'll bump into him later and he can tell you about his level 40 wizard. Whatever. You got your own adventures ahead of you. Woo! Animals. Things. This is where we get lots of stuff. You leave the path and sneak through a strand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills dotting the area. It's a small, busy operation. 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some kind of machine, while a 4th one directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted on the front. Stay and watch what they're doing, which is... that's a good card, I want that. +1 for each gem on other cards. Each gem... ah, okay. Okay, gems are not common, but I do have a card that has that. You stay out of sight and watch how they do it. When one tree crashes down, it almost seems like the others are wincing. It's probably just your imagination, though. They aren't planting new ones or leaving any behind. You know the mush trees regrow every year, but can they still regrow when you cut down everything like this? Even the small trees and bushes are getting ground up for mulch with a big scary grinder that sounds like a roaring beast. The entire process makes you uneasy, but also proud of how industrious your colony is. 2 perception! Time passes, 15 stress. Oh, does this, like, ramp up my stress massively? Ooh, that's, seems like a bad place to go right now. I want to see how many things I can get. If this is going to be like the most effective way to like get new cards and items, it's probably the way forward. Okay, let's see what the weird critter's about. Your way is blocked by a strange small creature with 1 foot and 4 large eyes, 2 of which blink sideways on top of its head like frog eyes. Oh, this must be a hop eye. You've heard people talk about them, but you've never seen one up close. Keeps thumping its foot on the ground really loud. An animals challenge. What's its deal? What's its deal? Oh god, it's 3 rounder, but only 29 points. 29 should be doable, I think. I got my mushwood. See, I can have a 1, 1, 1 for 8. Sure. 3. I don't know where my yellow gem is. Who knows? 3, 3, 2, 2. 2 and 3 don't count as a... it's not enough for straight. You need at least 3 for straight. 3, 3, 2, 2. It's worth 15 points. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. And... 0, 0, 0, 1, 3. That... oh, yeah, that was enough anyway. We just made it big. Cool. Win! Hey! That was enough. Cool. Best score 11 out of 11 in the last round. Sweet. 1 kudos. Oh, 2 kudos. 4 animals. Woo! 2 from Eagle Eyes and Eagle Eyes perk. Cool. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear little squeaking noises from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. You carefully avoid the nest while speaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters warnings at you, but eventually lets you by. Okay, so yeah, we get a bunch of stuff. We get a lot of skills. We get a lot of items. And we get cards. But it's... yeah, it needs to be said that we get a lot of stress out of it, so it's like getting multiple days' activities in one day. So I guess it, like, very good for, like, making progress quite quickly. But you're probably going to have to take a day off, or a month off to rest every single time you do this, I would have thought. So in that sense, it's not, like, hyper great. Like, you can't just... you are definitely probably... if you do at least 3 days worth of stuff, you're probably, like, definitely exceeding what you'd otherwise get. Why are there a lot of footstep noises? It's really weird. I guess is it just this event? Plants grow fast during pollen. They've choked the path here, and you can't see an obvious way through. Perception challenge. I'm good at perception. That's my thing. I am eagle-eyed. 30. Ooh, okay, 30 is... 30 is not too bad, actually. Probably figure out 30. 1, 1, 0. 10 for 3 cards is good. That's the first time I managed to get good use out of Sports Ball. We'll have a 4 flush, I think, for sure, for 16 points. And 4, I think we can muster up a 4-pointer. 0, 1, 3, 3, and 1. Super goal! And yet, not the best score. The best I hit the super goal, but the best score was actually 17. Huh. I didn't really think about that last round just because I had so many points. Fine. 2 perception. You find a good stick and whack, whack, whack your way through the tangle of new growth. Take that, nature. We also got Getting Lost in the Fog as a card. And we get more stressed. Can I get that stick? There's a stick. Sticky stick. At the top of a rise off to the east, you think you spot someone watching you. They're dressed in black. Is that Dis? But they look way too tall to be Dis. Maybe another surveyor. You blink and the figure is gone. Look for clues. Oh, more stress. And perception, though. You bushwhack down the valley and up the other path to where you thought you saw them standing. No signs of a camp or anything obvious like a dropped pack. No notes saying, I'm watching you, signed mysterious figure. Spooky. Ooh, we got a 2 with a gem on it. Yeah. Too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. Oh. I didn't get the mushwood stick! And then an extra 2 perception and bravery just from doing it at all. And Dis kind of likes that I snuck out, I guess. Okay, well that was some numbers. We are at 100 out of 100. Toughness is up to 20. Well, actually, it was 23 to begin with. I actually didn't gain any toughness. Perception's up to 28. That's pretty cool. Gained a little bit of animals. Bravery up to 7. I don't think I had any of that at all, so that's pretty good. Neat. All right, let's go rest. This would have been a good like build your relationship with Tammy every time as well, and it's not even a thing anymore. Oh, some friends are here. Who do you hang out with? Tangent. Tangent's reading her holopalm. You plop down beside her and ask what she's reading. Multicellular biology, she says, frowning at the interruption. If you insist on sitting near me, you could at least do it quietly. No problem. You open up your holopalm and find a textbook of old Earth poetry to read. It's never a bad idea to do a little independent study. Though she's a little prickly, you can tell Tang appreciates the company. Yay, reasoning and 2 friendship. Woo! I want rid of the zeros. Do I want rid of a 1? Maybe. Yeah. It's time once more for Vertumnalia! The mood of the colony has been muted this year ever since the attack during Glow. Though everything is still cheerfully decorated and the feast table is still heavy with food, mostly soy rations, this Vertumnalia just feels different in a way you can't describe. The colonists gather in the square for Governor Udicott's speech. What a year Vertumna has given us, the governor begins in her weedy voice. I have not been giving her a weedy voice. I'm not going to change it now either, though. I stand before you, so proud of everything the colony has accomplished in such a short time. I have always hoped that we could bring with us the best facets of humanity. Cooperation, resilience, and creativity. The events of this year have given me no reason to doubt my convictions. These creatures were unexpected, but I urge everyone to consider what it means for life here. If Vertumna can sustain megafauna, then that means conditions are good for us as well. Our friends in geoponics are already working on the logistics of domesticating the wildlife. Your dad, as second cultivator, stands and gives a sheepish wave to the crowd. There's a smattering of applause. Mars elbows you. Hey, she whispers, do you hear? My dad said Udicot's going to announce the depot is open to the public. You shoot her a questioning look, and she rolls her eyes. You know, shopping? Somewhere to spend all the kudos we've been saving up? There's going to be candy and toys and makeup and nice-smelling soap, not the boring kind in the communal showers. You know the concept of shopping. They do it in the hollow bits from Earth, especially the ones Mars likes. We've never actually done it. The colony provides everything you need. But it would be nice to buy yourself a treat. My dad's given me an allowance, Mars says, shooting you a look of pity. Ooh, dad's plural. It's too bad your parents make you work for yours. You and Mars tune back into the speeches just as Udicot, as predicted, announces the opening of the general store at the depot. Mars gives you a knowing look as she claps. Udicot gestures for the council members to stand. Finally, the council remains unchanged from last year. We are, as always, proud to serve you and the colony as your government. Look at an election. The music starts up as Governor Udicot finishes. Thank you all for your hard work and for your perseverance this year, she says over the ruckus. Together, we build the future. The crowd disperses and sets up for the annual Vertumnalia Games. Just like last year, there's a talent show, a science fair, and bot wrestling, now with an obstacle course. How hard are these gonna be? I mean, my toughness is 23, but my reasoning is 23. Okay, fine, exactly the same. Pass. I did the science fair last time. I did the bot wrestling on my other playthrough. I'll do the bot wrestling. Anemone and Cal join you for the bot wrestling biathlon, so called because Com added a hologram obstacle course this year. Competitors will each get a turn to wrestle a hydraulic bot, trying to keep it closed for as long as possible. This time, though, all competitors will first have to sprint across the festival grounds, dodging and leaping over obstacles. Each obstacle triggered will subtract from your time. Ooh, hard toughness. Jesus, 59? That's ramped up a bit. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I can do this. It doesn't actually stack, does it? That's annoying. But then 3 of a kind's pretty good. It's because I'm going to get from 3 cards. Yikes. Card gets +1. That's a little annoying. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll make that a flush. 17. Yeah, I ain't scoring 32. Oh, there's my gem. Ugh. And now it'd be great to have 2, and have 4 of a kind, but that one of them's going to get buffed, and that's going to... Oh wait, hang on, if I put unchangeable there... That's 18 points, that's not bad. Let's swap it that way, it is actually worth less points. It's worth more points to put the 2 in the unchangeable slot. The unchangeable in the buff slot. It's a good hand. It's a good hand. I can push through for 55 stress. Yeah. I got my best. It was the best score. Well, the best I could possibly have got with that hand. And it wasn't anywhere remotely close to enough. Oof, you really weren't prepared for those obstacles. In the end, even Cal has a better time than you. Not that he cares, of course, he just wants to have fun. He helps you dust yourself off after the bot throws you to the dirt. Anemone wins by a large margin. She does a victory dance on top of the bot, cheering until Com grabs her around the waist and carries her around on his shoulders. Hey. After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. Mars organizes a water fight that takes over the whole colony, even the adults. It brightens everyone's spirits, even in the thick heat of dust. Oh wait, this is the thing that gives you -50 in the middle of the year, and I should have timed my stress better. What is it? The start of dust. At the start of dust, I need to try and have some stress to be cleared out by the time you hit that. So don't go outside the walls at the end of pollen. Just so that it doesn't Like, yeah. Basically, I just don't go outside. Actually, in fact, no, don't go outside mid-pollen, because then you'll have to rest at the end of pollen. If you went outside at the end of pollen, then you'd lose 50 of that stress the following season. Actually, yeah, right at the end of pollen is exactly the right time to go outside the walls. You end up on top of the western wall with Dis, launching water-filled poof shrooms down an unsuspecting anemone in the sports ball court below. The walls seem like a neat place to hang out and relax, much quieter than the lounge if you're looking for some solitude. Unlocked, relax on the walls in the garrison. Right, we are stress-free. Ready to do... I've not been to school for a while. I know from my second playthrough that your mom whinges if you don't go to school. We are friends. Okay, fine. Well, I'm going to learn biology. And that will make us more friends. For today's lesson, Professor Hal tells you, we'll start with a fun group project. You'll be studying the mush tree, a prominent natural resource native to Vertumna. In the ideal conditions, it can grow at a speed of over 1 meter a day and at a diameter of up to 30 centimeters. He stands on his tiptoes and gestures to illustrate. Your team will experiment to find those ideal conditions. Over 1 meter a day? That's crazy. And at a diameter of, like, that's real crazy. You're teamed up with Tang and Cal and are given a mush tree spore and a bucket to grow it in. The rest is up to you. Tang looks up Surveyor's notes on the holonet. Mush trees, she reads, are most abundant south of the colony in the stormy, moist regions of the subaqueous swamp. What if we use water instead of soil? Cal suggests, like they do with hydroponics. Tang nods. If they like wet weather, that might work. Salon, do you have any suggestions? Right, we got south of the colony in the stormy, moist regions of the subaqueous swamp. If it likes the stormy region, I guess not bright lights. Run an electric current through it? That sounds weird, but I don't know. Like, sing to it sounds stupid. That will definitely make Tang hate me. Lower the water's pH. I mean... Hang on. I need to... for whatever reason, ended up looking on Wikipedia about, for some reason, different types of wetland a few weeks back. Because that's just what my brain does with free time. I don't know. I don't know how I ended up there. There's definitely something about acidic versus alkaline wetland conditions. So let me... Swamp. Is a swamp acidic water? Whether this is actually accurate or not, I don't know. Swamp is a forested wetland. Swamps considering... water may be fresh, brackish, or seawater. Differences between marshes and swamps. Swamps and marshes are specific types of wetland that form along bodies containing rich hydric soils. I don't know what hydric means. What's hydric? Wet. It means wet. Marshes are wetlands. Continue your... Give me a pH. The biogeochemical environment of a swamp is dependent on its hydrology, affecting the levels and availability of resources like oxygen, nutrients, pH, and toxicity, which will influence the whole ecosystem. I'm guessing a swamp specifically is not specifically defined by being acidic or alkaline then. A trying to figure out. This was definitely important, but now that I'm reading through it, it doesn't seem to be, like, mentioned as much as I remember it being mentioned. Is it a fen? Is a fen a thing? Fens and bogs are peat wetland. Fens are more basic than bogs. So I guess bogs are the acidic ones. But we're not talking about bogs, we're talking about swamps. So I want to know about swamps. Okay, I don't know. I'm trying to. Maybe I'm overthinking this. The run electric current sounds stupid, but it also sounds stupid enough to work. And I was like, oh, it's from the land of storms. I'm like, oh well, maybe the wetlands get struck by lightning a lot, and therefore the plants respond well to that electrical current. Maybe that's the thing. You fill the bucket with water and add spark snow crystals. These are sometimes left over at the end of quiet season. They're mildly acidic, which means they should lower the pH of the water. Every day you rush into the classroom to check on its progress. At first there's nothing, but by midweek your little mush tree sprouts up and starts its journey. In the end, yours is in the middle of the pack. Seeing as how mush trees don't usually grow where there's spark snow, you're able to conclude that they probably don't like acid. Okay, well, now we know. Alright, can make a card blue. Fine. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1. Not enough. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1. That's a 2 of a kind. And then that makes it 14. That's 13. Change a suit to red. I need more blues, really. Just throw 2 points on it. Hey, maybe it's not doable. Maybe we can't get to 16 with these cards. Yeah, no matter how you shake it, it's 14, isn't it? So that deducts 2 points off there, but it's still 14. Made a 3 of a kind, but it's not helpful. One, 2, 3, 2, 1, 13. Nope. So you can make a pair there, but it's not helpful because it knocks 2 points off it. I had 14. 1, 2, 2, 3. I had 14. How did I get 14? I guess I had the reds next to each other. Yeah, that was it. I can't redraw my cards. If I really wanted to do it, I could just let you play the log and get +2. I think I have a couple of logs. Oh yeah, the 2 is how I have 2 of them. Right. Yeah, that would work. Well, I won't get any, basically won't get anything out of it if I don't pass this, right? Make that into a 4. Yeah, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Yo! Tangent is deep in conversation with one of the other scientists. He seems to be consoling her, though Tangent's face betrays no emotion as he claps her on the shoulder and reassures her that she's doing really well for someone so young, and that everyone compromised some of their samples when they were first learning. He leaves and Tangent sighs as she goes to put her head in her hands, stopping short when she realizes she's still wearing gloves. She peels them off and digs her fingers into her eyes. What's up, Tang? Tang grimaces. Just great. Well, I compromised an experiment I was working on because the vent was still open when I was spraying the workstation down with sanitizer. She sniffs. It's so gross here, she says. Probably did that fungus a favor. Tangent takes a bottle of sanitizer from under a workbench and cleans while she speaks. There are pollen spores everywhere, she whines. And he comes over here and tells me, it'll be okay, Tang, like it's his job to console and patronize me. But it is okay to make mistakes. Tangent shoves the sanitizer back under her workbench. Don't you understand? She says, frustration seeping into her voice. If we never feel the pain of failure, there's no cost to it. Why would we ever improve? I need to own my own mistakes. What I don't need, she continues icily, is someone to pat me on the head and tell me it's okay and the adults will make it all better. I messed up, she says. Just let me fix it. Don't make a big deal about it like I'm a child with a boo-boo. It could have gone worse. I feel like it could have gone better. Stick. I could sneak out. Where's my biology at? Is my biology enough to, like, be helpful around here yet? Nope, we still shoveling dirt. Can I get more biology if I go outside? What's... relax on the walls is just an alternative way to relax. Okay. But we relax with this instead. Alright, I'm gonna see the shop. We haven't been to the shop. They told us the shop open. I didn't even go. Visit the supply depot. Ooh, okay. I don't have enough kudos to buy basically anything. And these are... oh, our purple ones items that we get to keep? Ooh, okay. +5 biology, +1 bonus to straights, +5 persuasion, +1 bonus to pairs, +5 animals, +1 to all flushes. Or a cake. Just a cake. Is that 2 cakes? Do we get 2 cakes? I can't afford any of them. I don't know what I would need. I don't know what's the most useful one. Let's go sneak in. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Curious little sprout, aren't you, Selene? Uncle Tonin blocks your path. His eyes look distant, but he mutters a half-hearted smile for you. Want to know more about expeditions? I'm afraid you're still too young to join the squads, but you'll make a great surveyor soon. Maybe in a few years, okay? We will sneak out. Wait, hang on. So, do we just, like, slowly make progress each time we go out? Like, all these question marks are a one and done. They don't refresh each time. You're just, like, each time you go out, you're making more and more progress in your explorations. No. I want to keep going. So, then, there was one over this way that we never explored. You pause in your tracks, hearing a terrifying sound. You strain to listen. Is it manticores roaring in the distance, or something even more dangerous? Bravely continue on. Eek. 29. Okay, we can do a 29. I reckon we can do that. 0, 1, 2. 6 is not great. 0, 1, 2, 7. That's an 8. Oh, because we've got 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind's good. Sure, that's probably the best I can get for that round. 0, 1, 2, 3 is pretty good. And 7 points. I can get that just from the cards alone. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Heck yes! Wait, hang on. Oh, it doesn't have. Oh, it doesn't have the outright highest value. Oh, it's not a 4. There's a pair though. It's still a super goal. I guess it's all right. Suppose. Oh wait, so that one can never be really used in it straight, because like it would have to go in alongside at least something equal to it. Huh. Interesting card. Huh. You don't back down, but it takes energy to keep walking towards the roar as you hear it again and again, getting louder and louder. It's not a manticore, it's a little fluff of a creature, all puffed up with the effort of roaring, its voice amplified by a hollow log. It sounds just like a manticore though. What a weird survival feature. It probably intimidates a lot of predators. That should have been animal skills. Ahead of you, the road curves right and there's a steep hill leading off to the left. You bet there's a really great view from the top of it, but it's going to be a scramble to get up there. Hike up it. You leave your pack in some bushes at the base so you'll be lighter on your feet, then start the trek. It's tiring and even steeper than it looked from the bottom, but some broad mushroom-capped trees provide shade. Yeah, perception. The view from the top is spectacular. You can see all the way to the colony walls in one direction and down to a little sawmill in the other. Then you spot it. The rock. The most perfect boulder you've ever seen, teetering right on the edge of the slope you just climbed up. It's almost as tall as you are and must weigh at least 2,000 kilos. But it's practically teetering there. You think with enough muscle you could push it over. Tempting. I don't know. Like, these things are magical. You should resist its temptations. Teetering rocks are cool. You don't want to stop it teetering. But also, there's an option with a skill challenge, and I have the skills, so I want to face the challenge. Push it. There comes a time in every childhood that one must take life by the horns and just push the rock. You shove it with all your might, digging your toes into the hard ground and leaning in. The rock starts to slide, and suddenly it's off with a satisfying lurch, catapulting down the hill, rolling faster and faster, crashing through bushes, and... oh damn, your pack! The rock just rolled right over it. You make your way back down the hill to retrieve your bag, now completely destroyed along with all its contents. Ah, shoot. I have a hard time explaining this one to your parents. But you're gonna need a new pack. Did I lose my items? Did I lose my items? Okay, I didn't destroy my items, it just destroyed 5 kudos. Yeah, I knew that was a bad idea. Egg. Ooh, options. Let's go this way. A nearby pond has dammed up and washed out the path here. The path continues on the other side. Bravely jump over it. $30. What can we do with these? I can have one. I can have a 1, 2, 3. 10 points. That's fine. 10 points is good. 10 points is a third of the score and a third of the rounds. We like that. Zero, 1, 2, 3. Actually, I probably want that. Zero, zero, no. 0, 0, 0, 1, and a 3. That seems right. Yep. Plus a kudo. You bravely fall in and get wet. More stress. You flounder towards the other side, soaked but victorious. Dang it. How is success a bad option? Oh no. Let's turn in. It's also a thing, like, I guess that something. Let's see if I can do one more thing without getting excessively stressed out. You let your mind wander as you're walking and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blobgrass. Totally transparent, the sticky fronds are hard to see, but even harder to ignore, especially once they start glomming onto your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the visible signs of the blobgrass field. And there aren't many, just an absence of other vegetation. Look for a path through it. I'm good at perception. I can do perception. Give me perception. 1, 0, 0. Perfect. I think perfect. I don't know. Is there anything better than 8 I could have got? Possibly. One, 2, 3. No, it's not a 3 because it's a 4. Yeah, I don't like the sports ball cards, so let's use it to set those to something bigger. One, 2, 3, 3. Fine. I mean, it would be +1 with the highest value, but because it's 2 of a kind, I still get +1, so it actually doesn't change the value, practically speaking. That's alright. And... 0, 1, 2, 3, and a 3 is a super goal. 18 out of 18. 3 perception. There it is. You can hop along from that rock to that fallen log. Wait, no, not another 5 stress. It's going to give me 15 for doing it and 5 for the... Oh, no. Hop along from that rock to that fallen log, then climb over those old pieces of surveying equipment. You get through the villainous blobgrass. You spend a bunch of time on it, though, and take some tricky balancing. It's tiring. Too worn out and tired to continue, you have to go home. No. Crawl through the drainage pipe. Perception, 20 or more. Ooh, there's a little highlight collectibles perk. All collects. Oh, I see. So what? Each time you reach one of these little pips on each of these skills, you get perks. Cool. All collectibles now glow. I mean, cool, but also kind of neutral. If you're just like good at spotting them anyway in the first place, like you don't need that perk, so it doesn't help that much. Check the coast is clear, because we can, and it gets us 2 perception. Good thing too, because Uncle Tonin is passing by on his way to the garrison. You curl up in the shadows and wait for him to leave. That was close. We didn't even see Dis. How does Dis know that we're cool? It's wet. Hey, oh, I see. Right, yeah, there we go. That's the glows. That is pretty obvious now, yeah, for sure. Tang! Fine. I can relax with Tang. It's a wet season. Wouldn't be inside, really. Lots of kids treat the lounge as an informal study hall, especially Tangent. Mars too sometimes if she's trying to impress Tangent. Crack open a textbook on your hollow palm and read about some old dead Earth poets. Just because you're not in class doesn't mean you can't read ahead a little bit. Do I want to get a 0? Yeah, you bet I do. Wait, can I... Oh, it is a pick one. I was wondering if you could remove both, but you pick one. Yeah, let's lose the 0s. We could just go out and do lots of adventuring. But my reasoning's almost at perk level. Well, so's my toughness. Still thinks we're not friends. Boo. Okay, well, let's learn a bit more biology. Let's... Okay. Cal and Tang get into an argument about the morality of animal testing. Predictably, Cal is against it, calling it unnecessary cruelty. Tang doesn't rise to the bait. Instead of defending on the basis of whether it's cruel or not, she skips right to arguing that even if it is cruel, it's still necessary. She says that sometimes the benefits are worth doing something you would normally think is immoral. 5 kudos if total equals the goal. I need to aim for 15. Interesting. Right, let's see what we get. 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I mean... Nailed it. I didn't actually think that through. I was just like, threw them on the board. I was going to rearrange them if they didn't line up, but... Nope, perfect. No notes. And it was also the max score as well, so... Yay, 6 kudos. 6 from best score and exact score from battle condition. Cool. Right, I should be able to go shopping now because I got 51 kudos. So I can buy animals and bonus to flushes, persuasion and bonus to pairs, biology and bonus to straights. Biology would be good. I am trying to train biology actually, so yeah, I could get behind that. Yeah, I'll buy a gardening trowel. Oh wait, you can have multiple items? Ooh. The perk. What do I get from perks? Is it toughness? Does it increase my, like sort of like, toughness equivalent to like increasing your carrying capacity, I guess? Your encumbrance. That's the kind of the phrase I'm looking for. Can I just up my encumbrance limit? Alright, so my biology is actually 21. Tell her what you need to learn today. I'm not organized enough to tell you what I learned. Organizing is 7. I could up that by running errands. But not too bad, it's 2. I could probably more like 3 by the time challenges are bonused and things. I don't have to run it too many times. There's that conversation option. I don't know if tell her what you learned today is doing paperwork. 1 for each unplayed card. Interesting. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's unlocking the biology thing, because I'm getting there with biology. Oh, the pips aren't. I don't know why I thought the pips were 25. Of course they're not. There's only 3 pips. It must be 33, one would imagine. So I guess I need more reasoning. More! And more toughness. Right. Reasoning or organizing? Like, good way to earn money. And it ups my toughness, which I would like to creep that up a bit. Fine, let's deliver some supplies. Want some toughness, a bit more organizing, might unlock a new activity, I think, possibly. Show up to the delivery depot bright and early as most of the colony is still yawning and pawing around for their morning cup of blep tea. Seek is there with a large stack of thin white rectangles. Is that paper? But we have hollow palms, why use paper? Yeah. You thought paper was extinct, or obsolete, or whatever. The only time you've ever really used paper was in the crash, during craft time. Seek pushes the bridge of their glasses up. Actually, they tell you, we'll be using a lot more paper now that we have access to such rich sources of cellulose fibers. Trees, that is. Governor Udicott is quite sentimental for the feel of ink on paper. I myself have traded my hollow palm stylus for a pen. You're to deliver a stack of these reports to every council member in the colony. Seek asks you not to read them, but says it's just boring adult stuff you wouldn't understand anyway. You clutch the papers to your chest and nod. First stop is engineering. Paper? Dr. Instance is exasperated. The governor's sending messages by paper now? Is this a joke? Tell me this is a joke. You shuffle your feet nervously. Seek seemed serious to you. She skims the first page, muttering to herself. And the sensitive information in here? Of all the superfluous, technophobic, sentimental foolishness! You back quietly away. Next stop, the cafeteria. Auntie Seaton takes the notices carefully, with both hands. Paper, what a strange idea! And, oh look, Governor Udicott has even signed it. What marvellous handwriting they have. I wonder what I'm supposed to do with this once I'm finished reading it. She thinks out loud. Throw it in a disassembler? It seems far too precious for that. I need to get a filing cabinet in here, I wonder? I suppose I can recycle it for craft time? Ah, I missed one. Ah. Next up is the expeditions office. Tonin meets you outside. He's struggling under the shifting weight of an enormous crate. It appears that whatever's inside wants out. Sorry, Sloane. Could you just put them down on the bench? I'll take them inside in a minute. Another surveyor overhears and laughs. Governor's sending paper memos now? Is she really that old? What's next? Toilet paper? The moment you put the documents down, a gust of wind picks them back up and they fly everywhere. You snatch for them, but accidentally drop the rest of the stack you're holding. Paperwork, which I can get from talking to Mom. Or this is pointless. Sabotaging. 5, but -2 to mental challenges. I mean, I want a 5 card. That's pretty good. Unless it's a mental challenge, in which case it's not good. So it's sort of 1 in 3 chance of it being a good card. Being a bad card. But then even if it is a mental challenge, -2 still makes it a 3, which is a decent card. That's a... Like, I don't have any other cards, I don't think, that are worth more than 3 anyway. Even at that point, it is tied for best card. That would come in handy in challenges when you're not playing card. Like in the first round of a 3-round thing, like if you play that, you get +2 anyway, because, yeah, but otherwise it's just worth a 1, so. I could see that having use. But from a story perspective, I feel like Scramble to pick them all up is probably the better one. Nah, this is pointless. Rebellion! -5 kudos, +5 rebellion, minus stress, and a good card. You fail to deliver the rest of the notices and subtly make it known how you feel about the pointlessness of delivering messages in person that could have been sent digitally in seconds. You do this by leaving the stack scattered in puddles of mud. You run off to play instead. Oof. I don't think I had any kudos to lose, or not much, so yeah. 5 kudos if the total equals the goal. Yeah, okay, so I can make that money back. We're making 18. Hey, I got a gem as well. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. How's that worth more? Oh, because I made it into a 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, okay, yep, that'll do it. Yeah. Oh, you don't actually need to use every card. Huh. Interesting. It's like, what if I did do that? That would make it an 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Nice. Yes, win. Oh, 1 star because I only got 18 out of 21. But then getting 21 out of 21 gives you +1 kudos. So, actually 10 kudos at the end of that. It's actually still bonus even if I screwed up the job. Cool. Somehow I think I won that one. It came out well. In a very strange way. There's a commotion in the square. An expedition's vehicle is driven through the gates and is idling in the middle of the square. An unusual sight. People come down from command to investigate. Utopia gets out of the vehicle and trudges over to Udicott. After a brief conversation, you see Udicott gesture for people to unload the vehicle and clear the area. You stay out of the way to see what they're unloading. It's a body. Chief Surveyor Tonin's body. Someone quickly covers him with a sheet, but not before the image of his torn open body is seared into your memory. However he died, it was violent and bloody. You feel your stomach cramp with nausea. What happened? Dis asks, coming over to crouch around the corner with you. You share that Uncle Tonin is dead, and he stares at the sheet-covered body intensely, as if you could see through it. Did they say how? They never tell us the truth anyway. Nobody will tell the kids what really happened. Did something eat him? Did he get lost or fall off a cliff? Did they even know? Dis nods, frowning. They don't want us to know about the monsters and other worse stuff. They want us to think everything is fine, but it's not. This planet isn't as nice as they say it is. He shakes his head. They hate that they can't control us. You and Dis watch the adults carry Uncle Tonin's body away. From the way he's practically vibrating, you can tell Dis wants to ask more questions about what happened. After a few awkward minutes, he sneaks away without saying anything. Probably to try and go take a look at the body. At least Tammy isn't around to see this, you think. At least they're together now, wherever people go when they die. You watch Utopia bend over to get a hug from Udicott, wiping her eyes as she finally cries. Udicott has never been the most comforting presence in your life, but it seems to help. Utopia will probably be the next Chief Surveyor. At 24, she'll be the youngest council member. She was only a toddler when the stratosphere left Earth. Apparently her sharp eye and hoverbike flying skills are the best in expeditions. Ooh, I learned a bit about Utopia. Glow season! Do we get to do things? Is this not the month where we're supposed to stay inside because it's super dangerous? What if I would go out, sneak out on an expedition? There we go, that's what I was looking for. Knew that'd be there. My bravery's not that high. It's getting there. Find disilluminated by only the glow of the holoscreen. It's easier to read when it's dark, he explains. There's less glare. This is the best season. Wouldn't get a lot done because my stress is 30, but I could sneak out. I feel like sneaking out during... Wait, can we sneak out? Because to sneak out you have to, like, go to the gate. Right, you're way too scared to go outside during glow season. And besides, the gates are closed. Except that we don't go out through the gates, so... But we are too scared. We got Utopia, though. Can we talk to Utopia? She's new, we ain't come across her yet. View the map. Aha. Okay. Oh, I see. So... this must be us. Inside the walls. And then I've started exploring towards the swamp, and that's up to the Prosaic Plains. Oh, so each of these paths literally do take you into regions. Tell me about the Prosaic Plains. The natural tilt of the planet makes bromidic snow fall more regularly in every season. Though prone to sudden storm flurries, the plains are a relatively safe place to explore, filled with mostly herbivorous xenofauna. Valley of Vertigo, low-lying trench to the east that's dense with pollen-producing trees. These each themed around a season. There's a wide variety of edible food here, both plant and animal product, leading to some of the explorers calling this place the breadbasket of Vertumna. A number of animals here that geoponics would be interested in domesticating. The ridge, tongue-twisting, the Western Resting Ridge. The tongue-twisting region is the broken spine of the planet, home to both dizzying heights and abyssal lows. It's always hot and arid here, no matter the season. Traversing these steep chasms is dangerous, and only to be done by those with sufficient glider training. However, there's some interesting ruins to explore. Ruins? That implies that this planet was inhabited before us. Hang on. Can't just skip over that. Oh, so that's the summer season. And then Sub-Aqueous Swamp is the wet season, right. To the south is a vast boggy wilderness, home to dangerous animals and hazardous weather conditions. Expedition in this area is to only be done with extreme caution. Oh, you mean the area I've been going? Sure. Alright, I guess we're not doing that this month. We could learn some biology, or I could learn some more organizing. Let's push on with learning, I think. This week in biology class you're learning about predators and prey. Professor Hal brings up a picture of a hop eye on the holo projector and asks, "Who can tell me what special things hop eyes do when they see a predator?" Tang's hand shoots up. They hop away very quickly, that's why it's called a hop eye. Hal nods. That's true, but not what I was getting at. Tang stammers and looks upset, like she can't believe she got something wrong. Hal... Yeah, I know this because I went outside. I can't tell you this, but you know. I can't tell you how I know this, but yeah, might have had some dealings with them. Tang stammers looks upset like she can't believe she got something wrong. Hal scans the class again. Anyone else? Sloane? They thump on the ground to warn others. You've seen hop eyes out in the wild. That's a nice little touch that like the game does recognize and know that you have seen these creatures and know its behavior and that this is relevant and ties it into the story. That's good. You've seen hop eyes out in the wild and you know they're very communal animals. One wouldn't run away without warning the others first. Then they all hop away very quickly. Create one duplicate when drawn. Ah. That's, oh, so you don't get a 2, you get 2 2s. Ooh, that's a good card. I like that card. That's right, Hal smiles. Selene sounds like they might have met one before. Tang gives you an appraising look. Maybe she didn't expect this from you. Please don't imply that I snuck out, because I'm not supposed to have snuck out. But yeah, it's a work. Right, 18. One slot will turn cards mental. Blue, perfect. Except I do want the straight. Like, the only... Man, I could have a flush of 5, though, if I turn that card blue. On the one hand, I want a straight, because I get +1 bonus to straights, but... So let's see that. 1, 2, 3, 3... 3 makes 22, which is fun. That makes 25 because a flush of 5 is worth 10 points, and hoo boy, nice. Good, yes. Can't do anything interesting with any of the others to like nudge that up higher than 25, can I? 25 is good, I like 25. Is it the top score, though? It's not a super goal, somehow. No, that was the best score I could get. Cool. It's been a quiet glow, but the grim, surreal darkness of the season reminds you of last year's violence. As the month wears on, you overhear arguments at dinner, adults worrying that an attack is still coming, and others who think the first one was a fluke. Surveyors mentioned seeing new tracks in the forest, but are shushed so people don't panic. The gates are closed. You drill emergency procedures, filing soundlessly from the classroom to the creche to hide under tables, waiting for the sirens to call the all clear. You drill and prepare and worry, but nothing happens. And just as glow is starting to wane, the toxic purple spill of the wormhole fading as the suns almost rise past the horizon again, the sirens start. You're reading a horror novel in bed when you hear them, followed by the stomp of boots down the hallway outside your quarters. An alert flashes on your holopalm. Shelter in the creche, this is not a drill. You get another message from your dad. Me and Mom are going to stay in the greenhouses. We're safe. Just follow Auntie Anne to the creche and wait for us, okay? Don't worry, we're way more prepared than we were last year. Love you, stay safe. You could go to the creche where you belong, or you could follow the security guard and see what's happening at the gates. Ooh, if I have bravery, I can go to the gates. And I get bravely helping to fight. +1 to strength challenges. Or hiding in the creche. This is what we got last year. The 2-point unchangeable. I mean, a 2-point unchangeable card's got its uses, for sure. Where's my good card? That's a 2. Yeah, that's, we brave. We getting brave. Let's do that. Rebellious! I don't know what that does for us at any stage. We've been hanging around the middle a lot. Gain status heroic. Ooh, we heroic. You sneak out of the living quarters and head towards the gate. You're immediately spotted by Security Chief Rhett, who stops what he's doing to yell at you and gesture angrily. What the hell are you doing here? There's no place for kids. Get your ass back inside. Stay hidden and watch. Try to help. It's probably quite a hard challenge, isn't it? Oof. Wait, why is this locked? Why is this... Oh, random card locked in one slot. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so I'm going to have 3 of a kind. 10 points. Which is alright, I suppose. That's probably the best I can get. Unless I put the 0. That's not worth a lot, no. Next round. Stop locking that card in there. Oh, that's just in there forever now, isn't it? That's every round. That's okay. It uses up my zeros. Okay. Why have I got 6 cards this one? Where did the extra card come from? Why do I have an extra card? It's weird. Okay, we've got a bunch of 3s. 3, 3, 3 is good. 3, 3, 3. Plus 1 for each gem. Ah, there's another gem. Ah, butts. Can't make us useful straight out of it though either. 16. 18. That'll do it. Don't know if there's anything better. Certainly can't do anything about that gem. Let's make that into a 3 of a kind. Which means that's always the highest value. Yeah, fine. I mean, that's never going to be the highest value even. Not the highest. Yeah, 18 is a win. I'll take it. Fine. Could have had 20 somehow. Oh, okay. Plus 2 combat. We lose... Well, lose kudos. Okay. You stick around outside the skirmish at the gates. Gives me 2 combats. Plus 1 from heroic status. Oh, nice. Okay. That's... I guess the heroic thing's like a... character trait. Oh, that just toggles that. How do I see where my heroic... Oh, you're still pumped from the last attack. Plus 1 to all physical skill. Plus 1 to all physical skill increases for 3 months. Ooh. It sounds like it's a permanent perk like the Eagle Eyes thing. So like certain stats just permanently get boosted every time. You stick around outside the skirmish at the gates, throwing rocks, yelling at any creature that gets too close. You're not sure if you make a difference, but the good news is, at least you're not injured. When the dust clears, Rhett spots you hiding in the shadows and personally escorts you back to your quarters, where your mom and dad penalize you for disobeying them. Well, that's where we lost kudos. When things have calmed down, you overhear your parents talking. I'm not going to be the first to congratulate Rhett, but all of his defensive improvements were exactly what we needed, your mom grumbles. He's going to be insufferable at the next council meeting. Your dad pats her hand. Credit where credit's due, Flulu Bell, he says. And she smiles despite herself. Could have been worse. Your mom nods, and they both sit in silence before Dad speaks again. Oh, Hal, he says. Oh, Hal, he says. What a way to go. Professor Hal? Your parents startle. Hey, Pumpkinhead, your dad says. Yeah, they're going to announce it in a few hours after everyone's had a chance to calm down. He didn't make it. What happened? Don't worry about that, your mom replies, shooting your dad a look to keep him from talking. It's adult stuff, okay? You guys won't be able to go into the engineering wing for a little bit. Not until it's decontaminated. Decontaminated? What happened? You curl up quietly to think. Professor Hal can't just die? He can't just be gone? He's your teacher. The engineering wing is where you take classes. You can't imagine something bad happening in such a safe place. You fall asleep thinking for sure there's been some mistake. I've just figured out the the kind of the precognition mechanic. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh. Suddenly that's just clicked for me. So when I started playing this run, this character, I got a few little things at the start that were like, ooh, you've got visions of the future, you've seen this coming, kind of thing. And those have stopped. I haven't had any of those for like over a year of the game now. At all. And also when I did the second run, I started getting visions about things I'd done in this run. And I realize why it is now. Because the visions I got in this run are from the save that's from when I played the demo. When I played the demo as part of Ludonarracon over a year ago now, it still created some save files on the computer related to this game. And the game's like, you've done these things, cool, we know this, so you can see it coming and can react and like experience them differently. So then I played this a bit, and played like a year or so. So I guess, like, by the time I did the second game playthrough, like, I had visions of stuff happening throughout the first year, like Tammy. Which also means I wonder if on that second playthrough I will get visions of stuff like Tonin and Hal dying that I can potentially avert if I've got the right skills for it, to like be like the hero that with the weird superpowers that this colony needs. I'm playing, basically what I'm saying is I am playing through this game in a very strange order. I think obviously the intended route is play through game, finish, play through game again and experience it entirely differently. Whereas I'm playing it in like 3 different paths. Yeah, because like, oh yeah, that little symbol right there is when you play the game again, you get options with that sort of swirly icon above it that says, ooh, you know what's coming, now you can do something different. Huh, interesting. That's clever and interesting. This is a very neat bit of storytelling. This game ties things together in a very good way. Like I say, even just the stuff like, you've seen the creature, so now you can answer this question in a class. It's not a major thing, but the fact that the game keeps those details and can use them to, like, influence the narrative in that way is pretty cool. Definitely... I hate to say, every time someone does a really good story thing, I'm always like, that makes me think of Inkle's storytelling. And I'm going to say it again, this reminds me of Inkle's storytelling, because Inkle tell a bloody good story. the same time, like, I've not played Inkle's latest thing, Overboard, and I probably should at some point, honestly. Pendragon never really grabbed me. It was kind of interesting. But, like, they definitely seem to be more into the sort of bite-sized kind of things lately, and their older works were big, juicy titles that were, like, really rich, complex, thoroughly non-linear stories that were really well made. And they were really cool for what they did. That was just so different to anything else anybody was doing. Sorcery started out fine and became, like, over the course of 4 games, became exceptional. 80 Days was just mwah. And the nonsense they were pulling off in Heaven's Vault was just incredible. Pendragon, I don't know, there's probably a lot to get out of Pendragon if you stick with it, but like I said, I quite like the long, juicy story rather than just like snack-sized stories done over and over and over again in interesting ways. Which, yeah, that's what Pendragon was, just a snack-sized story. Like, okay, you beat the game in under an hour, now do it again 20 more times. I'm Overboard. Overboard, I think I bounced off because I looked at it and it sounded like Pendragon in sort of delivery, but on further reflection, I think it's more of a time loopy kind of thing, which means I might be worth a look. Actually, I might play Overboard at some point. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's forge on. We are in Quiet Season Age 12. This is going to be quite a long game, isn't it? If it's taking me, like... I was trying to smash through it a bit faster this evening, and it's still taking me, like, 2 hours to get through a year of the game. Cool. Start Age 12. We lost some money, we lost some stress, we gained some rebellion. Yo, Tang. Tangen is storming around the quad in front of engineering, checking notes on her holopalm, gesturing and grunting in frustration. Ah, this is the worst. Wow, that is... no, let's not say that. Although there are extra levels to that. On the one hand, it's kind of like, women, am I right? But also, like, teens, am I right? But also, trans teens, am I right? Like, there's layers to that one that's not good. Let's not say that one. What's the matter? I can't possibly... She says, her voice cracking. She seems too upset to even explain it. Professor Howe... She tries again. Howe... He was helping with this physics chapter, and now he's... She throws her hands in the air, virtual holopalm screens flying over her. I can't understand this without him! This is impossible! She chokes out, why do you have to die? I feel like she's more upset that she can't finish the problem than that he's lost. But... I don't know. Is she a huggy kind of person? Give her a hug. She stiffens, then lets you hold her. You can feel her shaking. You think she might be crying, but when she finally pulls away, her eyes are dry. Thank you, Selene, she says. I know you're having a hard time with this as well. Nothing is easy on Vertumna. When even the adults can't protect themselves, it's obvious we're on our own out here. No, my engineering is... Holy crap. Yeah, no, she had a physics problem and I... Oh, no. Apparently I need... Note to self. Get 30 engineering before year 3. Well, good luck. Tang nods, going back to her notes. Thank you, she mumbles. I'm not that good at engineering. Well, another year starts. Roots. Well, I know somebody who likes roots. Am I allowed to... Mom, can I do biology yet? Can I help you grow plants yet? Tell her what you learned today. Shovel dirt. This is not going to work out until I get my organizing up, is it? I think we need to do it. Mars asked you to recruit some new members for the secret Fun Times Club. Who do you approach about this fun, exciting opportunity to make friends and be your own boss? Oh no! Oh no, my dad, I guess? Well, that's not a good pick, no! Ugh. Your dad agrees to come with your meeting, but not before making you sit through a few stories of the mischief he got up to when he was a kid. Dad's right. When it's time to return to the club room, you give the secret knock and Mars opens the door. However, before you can get a word in, she screeches and closes the door in your face. Excuse me? Did you forget club rule number 1? You start to explain through the door that your dad is pretty cool and has a lot of neat stuff in his geoponics workshop that he might let the club play with, but Mars cuts in. Absolutely no adults. You apologize to your dad, but he gives you a big hug and ruffles your hair. When you tell Mars that he's left, she opens the door and scowls at you. Oh, Selene, you couldn't even find one person our age to ask? I knew you were unpopular, but yikes-a-rooney. The meeting starts as usual, except for Mars's foul mood. Seriously, nobody found any more recruits? Do I have to do all the work around here? It's a good thing I convinced Cal and Emily to join. She sniffs. What, like it was hard? Anyone could be vice president of kicking stuff, Mars announces. Anemone, oh, not anyone. Anemone can be vice president of kicking stuff, Mars announces. You know, for if we need extra security or, like, if we need to open a door and can't use our hands. Cal will be vice president of transportation, Mars continues. Cal pulls out his hoverboard and grins. That'll be useful if we need to get somewhere fast. Or if only one of us does anyway. You can deliver secret messages, too. Mars makes them raise their hands. Do you promise to always be cool kids and do fun stuff together and never tell any adults about the secret Fun Times Club? Cal and Emily agree readily. Get to work. I don't know why the secret Fun Times Club has got to do with delivering supplies, but okay. What sort of challenge is it? Blue? Is this a blue challenge? No, but I got a +1 to red challenges. I don't know if I can hit 19 with these. That sounds like a lot. 0, 0, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, that's not great. Don't think. Not that. Making the flush is going to help, is it? No, because it's still +1 to each of them. Yeesh. Can I change that out? Nope, not in the middle of a challenge, I can't. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 16? Still? Not enough? You kidding me? This is hard. 19 is a lot. Starting to feel like I should have got a lot better cards or thrown away a lot more garbage cards by now. What can I do with that draw card? It's probably not super helpful. +1 and change it to strength. Push through. Yay. Oh, 16 was literally the best I could possibly have gotten. You mean okay, alright, no, visions are back, okay. Scratch my entire theory about the storytelling. Now I've got to actually wonder, like, what that's actually about. I think what I said probably still does hold. But, yeah, maybe there are elements of it in the first run through as well. You've been having weird dreams, as usual. They seem to get worse around glow. You wake from a dream that has tears drying on your face that you can't remember why, just that you were terrified. Whatever it was, it felt real enough that for a moment you just lie in bed with your eyes closed and try to calm your breathing. You blearily rub your eyes and... Surprise! Oh, it's your birthday! Your dad leaps onto your bed and gives you a big cuddle. Happy birthday, little tomato head! 12 years old! Wow, can you believe it? No, your mom answers for you, laughing as she hands you your presents. It was just yesterday Antecedent was showing me how to change your diaper. Because it's your birthday, your parents have brought in food from the canteen, so you can all eat together on your bed. As you stuff your face with savory tofu chunks, you open your presents. Which one is your favorite? A photophoner. +1 to speech cards. A stuffed xenofauna from your dad. +1 to strength cards. That's just the holophona from Futurama. I kind of saw some of those bits in like the in like some of the marketing bits and video trailers and screenshots or whatever beforehand, and like in absolutely no uncertain terms, they have literally just taken the holophona from Futurama and called it a photophona, and going like, yep, there we go, it's the don't ask any questions or watch Futurama. Or we can have an orange. What's an orange? What does an orange do? Bouquet of exotic flowers from your mom. The oranges are just collectibles, right? I guess that's just given as a gift, really, to somebody else. Because it doesn't have any function. I don't even know who would like flowers. So, yeah. What do I want? I should, if I had more of these, I should be able to, like, switch them out for the relevant challenges. But then also, like, regardless of what the challenge is, the cards will be what the cards are. Like, just because it's a speech challenge doesn't mean I'm gonna get a lot of speech cards. And you just want points anyway, so... One of these two sound like the good ones. Like the Xenofauna. I taught the nanoprinter the pattern based off pictures from expeditions, your dad says, watching you play with it. They called it a Spectroraptor, he continues. See, it looks like it's wearing glasses on top of its 5 eyes. They said that's because its lenses are outside its eyeballs. Isn't that wild? Nothing like that on Earth. As your dad clears away the wrapping paper and the dishes from breakfast, your mom folds her hands on the table and gives you a serious look. Uh-oh. So, she says, we've been here 2 years now. I know your dad and I have always said that you're in charge of your schedule, but we've been keeping an eye on you. A loving eye. Your dad interjects stuffing wrapping paper into the recycler pickup bin. A trusting, gentle eye. Professor Hal used to tell us all the time about how hard you're trying in school, your mom continues. That's great. Your dad and I are really proud of you. Working might seem fun and grown up when you're a kid, but if you want to do more than manual labor, you'll need some book smarts too. Your dad joins you again. Sol, it's time to start thinking about how you're going to contribute to the colony when you're older. At the look on your face, he laughs. Don't worry, we're not going to make you get a job right now. We're just asking, what do you want to be when you grow up? A farmer, like you two. Need 5 biology. Not much biology, but yeah. Teacher like Hal, needs reasoning. A parent with like 10 kids. Empathy. Captain of the sports ball team, toughness. Idle, creativity. I am not creative. Monster hunter. Do we have to decide right now? Governor of Vertumna needs persuasion. We said we were going to pursue the biology one, so yeah. Your mom looks touched, but says, we're actually called agriculturalists, Solan. Your dad hums, I prefer cultivator myself. Your mom thwaps him with the back of her hand and she laughs. Well, technically we're a combination of agronomist and pastoralist, I suppose. Well... Your mom starts to get up. I'm sure your friends will all want to wish you a happy birthday. She stops and snaps her fingers. Oh, and you might not have considered a career as a depot clerk, but Al and Bernie mentioned their daughter Mars is working there, and she needs some help. Now people can freely order luxuries, it's pretty busy there. Sure beats shoveling dirt, your dad laughs. If you don't take that job, you tell Mars I'll be right. If you don't take that job, you tell Mars I'll be right there. Your mom rolls her eyes and smiles. Whew, okay. Anyone got anything exciting going on this month? No? No? Wait, we never got to meet you. We don't actually get chats. Fine. You're not going to catch Chief Surveyor Utopia anywhere. She can spot a kid trying to sneak out the gates from half a click away. She grins and makes a turnaround gesture with her fingers. Okay. I like her hair. She's got pretty cool hair. Right, are we going to keep forging on with our... What was I doing? I was doing a thing. Organizing. And we're at 13. Yo. Oh, hey, Selene. Hey, Selene. Mars says, breathing past you. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm on my way to work in command. She stops when you don't sound amazed enough. You know, the supply depot, she clarified, is the most important job in the whole colony. Anything that gets made here goes through me first. Mars' smug smile gets somehow even more smug. Plus I get the first pick of all the best stuff. Could I work there with you? Wow, that's amazing. Go straight to Seek and ask for a job. Rebellion less than 20. Oh, okay. Right, you need to be very loyal to the colony. You lay it on really thick. How Mars is just so cool, how everything she does is totally great, how she's obviously the most important person in the colony. You're gonna start a Mars fan club in her honor. She just laughs. Nice try, Salon, but thanks for the compliment. Then she just leaves without even offering to help you get a job. Drat! Sucking up to Mars didn't work. What's next? Having to actually ask for what you want? Ugh, maybe you could ask again later. Need me for something? Nope. I'm not organized enough to ask you for something. Hey, Gooseberry, here to give your old man a hand. No, I don't know enough about animals. Ooh, I know nature facts. I can give you nature facts. Cal is sitting on the garden fence, his feet tucked into the slats, tapping away at the whole screen. School's way more interesting when you can actually see how it matters, he says. Your mom says I can do more important stuff on the farm if I learn about crop rotation and stuff. He frowns at his whole screen. There's more math than I thought there'd be. Wanna hear a thing? You recently overheard the children learning how to count by studying hop eyes. Hop eyes have 1 foot, and 2 tail forks, and 3 stomachs, and 4 eyes. Yay, more hop eye facts. I still haven't let that card's not come up for me once yet. And if you see 5 of them together, that's lucky. Cal laughs, finishing the mnemonic with you. Wait, how did they find out that hop eyes have 3 stomachs? I don't want to know. Hey, plus biology. Ooh, and a new thing. You're looking for Cal in the garden when you nearly trip over someone else, one of the younger kids, and they're blindfolded? Hey! They exclaim, ripping the blindfold off their face and throwing it to the ground. It's Cirrus, one of Anemone's brothers. He glares at you. I was almost done. Cal jogs over and grabs Cirrus in a friendly headlock, ruffling his messy red hair. Dude, you were so close! Cirrus stamps his feet. It's not fair, I almost got it that time. Salon got in my way. Well, it's not their fault, Cal said. They didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a sec, I want to teach them how to play. Cal turns to you as Cirrus leaves. Sorry, Salon, he says sheepishly. I was teaching Cirrus a new game, but he's more like an Anemone than I thought. Real competitive, you know? He stops to pick up the blindfold, brushing off the dirt. I've been trying to come up with different kinds of games other than sports ball. No winners or losers, I just want to have fun with my friends. Cal looks at you hopefully. You want to learn how to play? Yes. Cal's smile looks like it's going to stretch right off his face. Radical, he shouts, jumping up and down with excitement. Okay, so first put on this blindfold. Blindfold is a little scratchy and smells like dirt. You can feel Cal's big hands on your shoulders. I'm going to spin you around, and when I let you go, you got to listen to my instructions. We're going to walk all the way to the cafeteria, okay? You nod. You can't see Cal's grin, but you can hear it in his voice as he spins you around and counts to 10. 1, 2, 3. First, you got to walk forward 10 steps. Do you follow Cal's instructions as best you can, or make things difficult for him? I did this on the second playthrough, and I know making work for it does not end well for you, so I think I'm going to do my best. You take 10 steps straight forward, holding your hands out for balance. The rocky dirt between the garden beds crunches under your feet. Yeah, Cal says. Now turn to your right and take 15 steps until you get to the door. Yeah, empathy. Get it right. You turn to the right and walk forward, counting out 15 steps. When you stop, Cal laughs. You can hear his footsteps crunching behind you. I forgot how much bigger I am than you. You're like 2 more steps away. You take 2 more steps until your outstretched hands land on the warm metal of the door. Success! Awesome, Cal says. You can't help but smile. This is fun. Now hit the door button on the right, and then keep walking forward until I say stop. Go really slowly, okay? Ooh. My empathy is not high enough to trust him, though. You open the door and start to walk forward. The path slopes downward and your feet slip a little bit. Even though you're moving as slowly as you can, real dirt is nothing like the metal floors of Stratospheric. It's turbo rocky here, Cal says, and you can feel uneasiness prickle up the back of your arms. Just keep going forward slowly. I can't trust him. You try to do as you're told, but after a few steps your foot knocks against a sprawling root and you fall forward, catching yourselves on your hands and knees. Ouch. You tear off the blindfold, a sudden rush of tears flooding your eyes. Cal's beside you in an instant, kneeling on the rocks. Are you okay? He asks. You look down at yourself. Your knees and hands are pretty scraped up, and your pride is bruised, but other than that, you're okay. Cal helps you stand. I'm sorry, Salon. I'll be a better helper next time. He asks if you want to get some Watato juice at the cafeteria instead. You spend the rest of the afternoon brainstorming more games, where there are no winners or losers. That didn't achieve anything. Or did we get better friends? I don't know. Yay, more nature facts when I get to biology 40. Am I good enough to like do things with him? Nope, my bravery's not 20 yet. Oh, I can train though, because we got toughness, yeah. And now he's building something. It could be a snowman, if it ever actually snowed down. It sloughs off to the side. And she pouts. It's not sticky enough. Let's train. Ooh, that's a 5. On your way to the sports ball pitch, Anemone shares the story about the time her brother Com once spiked the ball so hard he broke Utopia's nose, back when she used to play sports ball too. She describes it in gory detail. But don't go easy on me, she exclaims. That's why you have medbeds, right? Plus I might get a cool scar. She thumbs a blue-scaled scar on her jaw, right under her ear. Ooh. Yeah, I'm heroic. The heroic was just a 3-month buff, wasn't it? Right. To all physical skill. Ah, okay. I don't think I've been making good enough use of that. In fact, yikes, stress is quite high. I'm gonna say if I sneak out and you should really make good use of that. Like if you snuck out and spent the entire month doing a bunch of stuff, a lot of that would be physical. And you get buffs all over the shop. Maybe I take a month out and then spend the last section of it using that buff to like pump up my stats. You hang out in the lounge watching vids when Mars pulls you out of the cushions. She has a devious look on her face. Salon, it's your lucky day. You got to help clean my bedroom. How's that lucky? She puts her hands on her hips. Because you get to hang out with me all day, of course. And bonus, I might let you read my holo mags. You know, I wouldn't just trust anyone near all my most precious things. Okay, fine. Really? She laughs. That was easy. Follow me. My dad say it has to be finished by tonight, so we better get started. Mars's room is worse than you expected. The door barely opens because there's so much junk in the way. It's mostly clothes. Mars has an extensive wardrobe and spends all her kudos at the nanoprinter's making more. She plops down on her bed. I'll be the supervisor, she says. You should start by taking the dirty clothes down to the laundry room. Sure, why not? You wash and fold and sweep and put everything away. It's tiring work, but it feels good to make progress. Mars just sits and reads old beauty magazines on her hollow palm. Hey, organizing. Hello, Princess. Mars's dad's Uncle Al and Uncle Bernie pop their heads through the door after a few hours. They're everyone's uncles, and as usual, covered in a layer of dust from the sawmills. How's the cleanup going? Mars scrambles to turn off her hollow palm and jumps off the bed to help you pack away the last of her school supplies. This is really weird that, like, her parents have, like, full artwork when characters like Anemone's brother, Cirrus, who absolutely came up in the story, and I definitely think comes up again, didn't get any artwork. Like, it's interesting and odd to see which characters, like, are given, frankly, just artwork, just focus, the focus that artwork brings. Like, this signifies this is an important character. Which that does perhaps suggest that these characters are going to be far more important later on in the story, but we made it through 2 years without ever bumping into them, so kind of odd to see them now. Mars scrambles to turn off her holopalm and jumps off the bed to help you pack away the last of her school supplies. Oh, I see. Uncle Bernie puts his hands on his hips. You recruited a friend to help, did you? Salon, he asks you, did Mars clean too, or did you do all the work? It was me, all me. Mars helped. Of course she did, Uncle Al says with a smile that says he doesn't believe you at all. Because you know she gets her allowance for doing her chores, not just for being our perfect little girl. They tell you to finish up and get ready for dinner. After they leave, Mars looks a little put out by the exchange. My dad and Papa are the best, obviously, she says, but they're always trying to teach me these lessons. Don't they know that being this fabulous is hard work too? She pouts. She swipes her holopalm to give you a couple of kudos, your share of her allowance. Stick with me, I'll teach you to be fabulous one day too. It was still stress relieving, that's fine. Do we want to lose some ones? Do I have any zeros left still? 1 0. No, 2 zeros I could stand to get rid of. 3. Oh, no, I want Eagle Eyes. Eagle Eyes is good. Yeah, it's a bad card, but the buff makes it worthwhile using, I guess. Do we want to forget discovering? Let's forget discovering, why not? Late quiet. So, 10%. Ooh, okay. +1 to all physical skill increases and 10% chance to get a bonus when increasing skills. That sounds like a very, and that's for the entire month, not just for the next challenge. So ideally, yeah, that would be a really good time to do like half a dozen challenges in 1 month. Nobody got anything interesting going on? Fine. Right, we going out. Sneak out. Right, so we know... Oh, this is new. I guess the challenges do reappear? Oh, okay then. Some farmland has spilled outside the walls. +3 perception. Woo! Heroic and eagle eyes. Nice. The fields don't look like they're doing very well. Nobody's around right now. In fact, it looks a bit abandoned. There's some meager looking crops ready to harvest, but animals are starting to get them. Salvage. 1 colony food. What is that a thing we need to manage? Is this a thing we need to manage? Do I need to manage the friggin' colony? You pull up a handful of wrinkly tubers. They're probably supposed to be potatoes eventually. Or maybe yams. It's hard to tell. You dig around a little longer, but it's all pretty picked over. Oh, log. I have perception, I nearly missed it. Right, I'm going to try and get to the boring plains up north, or whatever they were called. Geoponics engineers have set up a workshop here, using the roboplow to tear up the ground and prep it for farming. You don't want them to see you, they'll send you home for sure. I'm good at perception. Ooh. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, the duplicates, cool. I got +1 to straights, so 1, 2, 3 should probably be my way forward. 1, 2, 3. I haven't got any gems, so I might as well just go 1, 2, 3. Oh, 5s, nice. -2 to mental challenges. Let's not play that card. One, 2, 3. Oh, to neighboring. Social card. Oh, right. I don't know why I read that as neighboring cards. Just neighboring social cards just makes it just worth a full 5. Brilliant. Perfect. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 5. Sure. 16. What if I made it blue? I'll make it worth 15. It's just not a very high value card. We almost hit the goal in 2 rounds. That must be achieved or something special for like hitting your goal in 2 rounds instead of 3. Okay. Yeah, 1, 1, 1. 2. I'll make it 14. What's that one? 16. But this is the... Oh, it's a perception... Oh, the blue background was making me think it was a mental challenge. It's not. It's because obviously the text at the top's red, and it's perception, and perception is red. Duh. So I don't actually get that negative thing. It's just a flat 5 points. Nailed it. Hard win streak. Nice. +4 perception. Cool. I am getting very eagle-eyed. You skulk under the trees at the edge of their operation. The loud grinding of the robo-plow hides any noise you might have made. You come across a cluster of mush trees. They're not fully grown yet, but they're still pretty big. It might be good to harvest them before they get all gross and mushy during the rainy season. If you're older, then you can probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. Pat the trees. I mean, surely they'd dry out again after the rainy season. Like, if they need another year to go... And we're not near there. They could get hot. If they grow like a meter a day or whatever, like they could be grown before the wet season. Wet season's miles away, yeah. It's like 6 months off. Give them a friendly pat. You like the mush trees. There were 3 perception and 3 animals. What? You like the mush trees? You give one a pat and are surprised when it moves under your hand. It's not the tree though, but a camouflaged creature lying against the trunk. It's small and looks a little like an octopus or starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree, like it's giving it a hug. Yeah, getting good use out of these buffs. Oh, of course the stress thing only applied to like the first one, because obviously that dissipated as soon as the stress went up. Right. Can I go... This is not the direction I was expecting to go, actually. I was hoping to go north. Log. Try that one. Let your mind wander as you're walking and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blobgrass. We did blobgrass. We know about blobgrass. Not good value cards. 2, 2, 7, I guess. Better cards. I mean, we've got the plus gem, and then there's a gem, but also we could have a flush at 4, which would be really good. Yeah, 18 points is kind of hard to pass up there. Woo! And it's not a mental challenge, so we should probably get that on there. Or, oh man, I'd love to put it next to the 5, but then that actually is sabotaged by that, so boo. Got 2 duplicates of those. Got 2, 2, 2, 2, or 5 2s. 4 of a kind's pretty cool. 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 21. Woo! Also 21. It's probably as good as it gets, actually. I don't see any way that would be massively improved by rearranging anything. Yeah, 3 stars. There it is. You can hop along from that rock to that fallen log, then climb over those old pieces of surveying equipment. You get 3 blob grass, and get 3 perception, and 5 stress. 64, so close to getting the second perk. One of those. That's a creature. That looks big. That's a big guy. Hey, buddy. There in the clearing, the most majestic creature you've ever seen. Like a unicorn from your dad's storybooks, but with leathery reptile skin that shines when the light hits it. It moves so softly it doesn't even disturb the ground. It could be dangerous, but you want to see what it does. We love as a perception challenge. Do the challenges get easier if your stats are higher? Is that how this works? Because I got high perception, it makes the perception challenge easier? I hope so. I hope that's the way it works, because that would be good and useful. Set neighbours to this value. Blah. Okay. Well, we'd get rid of some of these garbage ass cards. We can have a 2-2-2-2. Go for a 4 of a kind. Yeah, these easy challenges are getting easy. Still got the crap ass cards though. So, I want... Yeah, that does not want to neighbor any yellows. Hey, that's enough. That'll do. Or we can... Hey, +1 to physical challenges. Good. Stack that with my buffs. Thanks. $24. Woo! Should do us. Three perception and a kudo. Yeah, cool. Second perk. Collectibles respawn faster and more slots are filled. More slots? Oh, right. More places that collectibles can spawn in the world, I presume. As you settle in to watch it from behind a strand of mush trees, the Unisaur looks towards you, startled by your movement. You try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. Ooh, +3 animals as well. From Heroic and Eagle Eyes. Good. Oh, was it just an animals challenge anyway? No, it wasn't. It was a perception challenge, right? Yeah. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out a good tree and rubs the scent glands in its neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees, like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. You quietly take a picture with your hollow palm, but you know you can't share it or you'd get caught for sneaking out. Next, it sharpens its horn on a rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. This must be its favourite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge in its stomach. It must have had a huge meal recently. Eventually, it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. That was so wonderful. Batumna is a magical place. Yeah, cool. We can stay out longer now. New perk. More collectibles. Collectibles respawn faster and more slots are filled. Does that mean if I were to backtrack, I would find more collectibles? Or do I at least need time to elapse? Just wondering if the more slots might have opened up more stuff that I can get right now. That would be a nope. Yeah, see, that one's an actual mechanical change, not just a visual change. So, that actually is going to help. Alright, where are we going? Up the hill. Ooh, I see mushwood. A stream cuts through the path here. There must usually be stepping stones across it. The wall is too high to cross the area. Oh, it's the jump over the river one. Right. 0, 1, 2. can play that because it's not a blue challenge. That's good. 2, 2. What's a 1, 2, 3, 2 going to do for me? 15. Not that it matters. It's only the final round matters. So for rewards anyway. 2, 2, 2, 3. Also worth 15. Maybe I get rid of the 1 and keep the 3 for the final round then. And all I need is 9. Yeah, that should work. Man, I hate that I can never put those 2 5s next to each other. I need more 5s. Yeah, I probably want to play that, actually. So I'm not going to get the +1 from Kudos, which is annoying, because that's definitely not going to help with getting the top score for the round. Oh, we hit a super goal, though. Wonder what's... Oh yeah, because that can't be hampered by that, actually. Oh yeah, I can get 20. Alright, okay, noted. So I'm definitely not going to get 3 stars if I play the Eagle Eyes, but I want the +1 skill, I think, is worth doing it for. From Super Goal, 1 Bravery, 1 from Super Goal. Not 1 from Heroic? You bravely fall in and get wet, +1 Bravery. What are we up to bravery-wise? 14. Ooh, medicinal roots. Yeah. Can I get down that way? No, it's an entirely separate path, isn't it? Oh man, there was the... Oh no! There's the route that was blocked by Uncle Tonin. We'll never know what that story was if you bumped into Uncle Tonin outside. I presume it was he sends you back to the town, honestly. He's off for lunch, eating an earth treat grown from your own greenhouses. I just realised the time. This is going to have to be... Oh, I need to finish up being out here soon. And then wrap it up. Eating an earth treat grown from your own greenhouses. A watermelon. Nice and sweet like a more solid watado pod. You munch away, spitting out the seeds. Practice spitting seeds. Combat. Take the challenge... How is that combat? Take the challenge seriously, lining up targets and keeping score. Your aim improves. Your spitting aim. Yo! You spot Dis sitting in a clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach. Like it's totally natural he'd be sitting in the middle of the jungle, so far away from the colony walls. Now you think about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far away that you can't see the walls anymore, and it's really weird out here, and it's getting late. Dis stares unblinkingly at you as you approach. Nice alone, is all he says. Hi, Dis. He seems to be in a good mood. Something you see very rarely. Did you see Chief Surveyor's Utopia? Did you see Chief Surveyor Utopia right there? Dis asks. She has like X-ray vision eyes or something. She'll catch you for sure if you get too close. She caught me once and I got in big trouble. How about I show you something cool, and sneaking out will be our secret, okay? He jumps up and walks a little ways into the trees. You follow. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off and a large stone outcropping juts over a cliff face. Dis walks right to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. It's an easy brave challenge. Come on, he says. Try to be brave. Okay. 1, 2, 3, I guess. Yikes-a-mundo. Right, 0, 0, 0, 2. Yeah. 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 Right. Okay, got some big cards there. Good. It's not a mental challenge, that's fine. 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, beautiful. Ooh, there's some things. 30 less stress again. We can stay out longer again. +3 perception from Meroka and Eagle Eyes. It's all too beautiful. -1 stress. -1 stress when you play it. Okay. Yeah, it might save you an extra day somewhere along the line. Who knows? 2 friendship with this. You bravely step onto the rock and walk out onto the edge with this. You both sit and feet dangling over the precipice and look out at the amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture with your whole palm, but you won't share it on the net. This is your secret. Yours and Dis's. Stress less than 100 allows you to keep exploring. Well, you reach the end of the area. Keep exploring. Oh, okay. It's just that you can end this here thing. Okay. Whilst my heroics still in play, I want to get as many bravery and animal and combat and whatever stats out of it as I can possibly muster. Unseen path dips under your feet. We can have an easy perception challenge. You lose a boot floundering in a snowbank after spend some time digging it out. 30, I can do 30. Oh, dang. I almost want to keep those 4 2s, 4 Hop Artifacts cards. I want to save that for round 2 when I can play 4 of them together, actually. 1, 5, 1, 2, sure. 2, 2, 2, 2. What is this? Sort cards by suit. Oh, you can sort them. Interesting. I didn't even realize. Yeah, 20 points for... Oh, 6 for 4 of a kind, 6 for a flush of 4. Nailed it. Cool. And then... I need 1 point to win. 0. 1. 2. 3. Good. Scooch those over so I can stick the 2 next to the red for an extra point. Make it a 15. That was... I could have scored 19 there? Oh, wow. Yikes, okay. Did not realize that. I thought I was doing pretty well when it said super goal, but okay, fine. Reduce stress from It's All Too Beautiful, plus perception. Good. Tunnel through the weird snow, popping your head up at regular intervals to see where you're going. Some funny creatures pop out of the snow to say hello. They look like pillbugs, about the size of your thumbnail. They appear to be eating the snow. Not you, so you leave them alone. Every so often they square up with each other and emit a tiny burst of flames. You can't tell if it's an intimidation tactic or a mating display. You'd heard the snow was flammable. Huh, neat. I guess it's not flammable? Yay. 3 red with a gem. Getting some good cards by adventuring. Yeah. This is the thing you need to prioritize quite early on, I guess. And take advantage of the buffs. When you get them. This is probably the last bit. Sure. You're minding your own business when you stumble into... There's something here, something invisible that makes the hairs on your arms stand on end, like an electric aura. As you walk forward, it begins to feel like something nipping at your ankles, but when you look down, there's nothing there. You back away, the sensation stops. You move forward. Oh, it's worse. The feeling is like tiny electric bites, and is growing more intense. Some kind of microscopic gnats? An electric field of some sort? It hurts, but maybe you can find a way to avoid it and get through this area. Perceive it. This is where Tonin was. This is kind of interesting. Being haunted by the ghost of Tonin. 0, 1, 1. Yep. Let's get rid of this during the round. Let's get rid of this during the round that doesn't count towards my score for sure. 0, 2. I probably want to save that for the last round. 2. 2? Sure. 2 5s and ugh. Well, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, clearly. Oh, 19. +1 for each gem on other cards. Okay, so let's scooch these down to this end. That's a 3, that becomes a 4, so we've got a straight of 3, 4, 5. That makes it worth 31 friggin' points. On the other hand, actually, what if I were to pull that out and go 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2? It's actually only worth 30 points. It's not better. Fine, no, we'll keep the 5. Bam. 3 stars. For perception, my perception was like 50 at the start of the day, if not slightly below. It's like 80 now. This is actually crazy that one stat has gone up by like 30 or more in one day of the game. I feel like I'm cheating now. Yep, 5 stress, 3 perception. My stress? Oh yeah, when we'll get 15 at the end of the day, and it'll send me home, won't it? By trial and error and a little intuition, you find a route through whatever it is. The shock seems strongest near some low-lying fractal palms. You can hear a humming from the palms, and so it must be some kind of natural electric field, maybe to ward off animals like you. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. You're back. Hey. 2 bravery, 3 perception, and better relationship with this. Cool. Friends. Okay. Tangent, 37. Anemone, 6. 13. 6. A lot of things are like, oh, you need 10. I should probably, like, try and get to, like... It'd be nice to try and get to at least 10 with some of them. Egg. A hefty red Xeno egg in these trying times. Cool. Well, this is absolutely where I need to save it for today. New save. What am I calling it? No. Spell my name right. Salon. Okay. Does that override my old salon, or does it? No, it doesn't care if you have the same names. Cool. Perfect. Excellent. Well, that is all for today. Thank you for joining me. Strictly speaking, nobody joined me, so and maybe this just becomes the review thing now. Maybe just whatever. No stream, just review. If there's another thing people want to see, just get to playing and writing something on this one then instead. I don't know what that means. I would play in the interim. Temtem is out on Tuesday, like out version 1.0. I don't have anyone to play it with anymore. So that's an interesting one. We'll probably have a wander around, explore all the 1.0 and endgame stuff. Like, I don't really see any reason I need somebody wanting to wander off and do stupid stuff with me when we're exploring the endgame stuff. So, yeah, I think Temtem endgame content on Tuesday. That'll be a thing to look forward to. Thursday, in theory, Sea of Thieves, which now has foxes in it, because obviously it does. That's the thing they added last week. And then that brings us to next weekend. So, yeah, that's where we're at. That's the week ahead. Thank you. I will see you. I'll see you when I see you. See you Tuesday, probably.